Don't you know you gotta stay sucker free, but especially on Sundays? This your girl Sarith telling you to tune in to the hostess with the mostest, Cloudy J and Devoya on the Sucka Free Sunday podcast.
Welcome to another edition of Sucka Free Sunday. Got 5 on it, a podcast that explores storytelling through music, lists, and conversation. I'm your host, Devoya Mayo, or D. My co-host is Jason Delgado, also known as Cloudy J. He is unable to join us this evening. Yes, good. The shout outs are appreciated.
Yes, that's the music man right there.
Yeah, right? And our guest is DJ, producer, and longtime friend Don Del Toro. What's happening, Don?
Hey, hello. Good. Happy to be here. Just chilling.
Word.
Just yeah. Just I got 5 on it.
See, and I knew you would understand the premise. I knew you didn't have to explain anything. And I liked your list so much, and you changed one little thing. But I'm going to throw that other little thing at the very end, if it's okay with you.
Yeah, it's all good. I can't be limited to 5, man. It's just 2, and then you gave me these themes, and then I was like, oh, should I go with I think you had like a love theme.
Uh-huh.
And then I started thinking of heartbreak songs, and then and my pops has been gone, and then I had like Teddy Pendergrass, and then I got too emotional. I was like, oh wait a minute, I better go with this cutting grass one. I don't want to start crying all over I got tears on it.
I just wrote that idea down though. Our heartbreak list.
Oh man, yeah.
Those are necessary ones too. But I feel you.
Yeah, it depends how old you are, I guess. Where you're at in time.
Those younger ones were much easier. I just didn't know it. I didn't know.
Yeah, I'd be crying to New Edition and can't stand the rain. Oh my God.
Oh, but come on. Of course you can. Of course we're gonna cry to that.
Oh dang,
it's the jam. I would woo it right now, but my voice is, it's not up to par. So
yeah.
I won't give you my Johnny Gill today.
Nice.
So I love your theme. Can you share what your 5-song playlist is for this particular episode?
Yeah. So I lightened it up, and I was like, I'm always working around here. I'm always cutting grass, and I always have my headphones and my Bluetooth on, listening to my beats. And so I've been into disco a lot lately, and so that Philadelphia sound. I got Teddy on there. Now
that you say it, I feel it.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be my Teddy song, but man, I was just I didn't really dig. I wasn't into that. It's the remake. I'm sorry, I don't have my list right now.
I got your list. We gonna one by one.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
but I like the disco component, so we're gonna.
Yeah,
talk a little bit about that too.
Disco is my vibe right now. I've been getting introduced. I've been listening to like Glitterbox on SoundCloud, and the guy just breaks out a lot of old like B-sides and stuff. People like even Michael Jackson, Teddy, just there weren't really hits then, and you're like, why wasn't this a hit? This is a jam, right?
Right.
And I just a reappreciation for all that stuff. And I know a lot of it's nostalgic because are my age, and a lot of us. All right, I don't want to include you in there.
I saw you making sure it's all good.
Yeah, we grew up on that stuff, so that has that nostalgic component too. But it's still trending. I mean, there's new music with like the Pointer Sisters. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but one of the sisters just came out with a new house track, and it's jamming. I'm like, oh, really? Dang, yeah. So they're still alive, recording, doing well, and that disco just it's just groove, and a little bit soul and groove. I mean, it's the same. It goes hand in hand. So anyway.
Well, I really felt confident that the reason disco didn't really resonate with some folks is because the name. I think it was just for us. It was just
yeah.
It was just music. It was just our parents' music. So I didn't even know half. If you had told me as a kid that the more I need, the more I want, Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
If you had told me that was disco,
yeah, you wouldn't have classified it as disco.
No.
Yeah, man, that's soul music.
That's exactly what I would have said. Exactly.
Yes.
And you come across it when you get older. And the way that I do that is I listen to a lot of Giles Peterson, Worldwide. And because they have such an appreciation for soul, they give you back the stuff you grew up with. And you're like, you know what? I don't know why people over here were sleeping on this, but I'm all about that right now. And you did that with this playlist. Like your first track, actually. Let's get into that.
All right.
So your 5-song playlist is Saturday morning grass cutting music, which I'm all about. That's what's up. And you come out the gate with something I would not have thought about. You have
which one's that?
Your first track is For Those Who Like to Groove, Ray Parker Jr.
Oh man, dang, that's just my heart right there. That's just 80s, just funk, just popping. I think I didn't even
think of that.
Oh man, Roding Park, just cruising, just everyone out there just beating, like just Ray Parker, the Isley Brothers, Fight the Powers coming out speakers. Oh my God. That was just etched in my mind, a moment in time in Fresno back in the day.
Well, the thing is, I think most people, I mean, I don't know. I never even associated this song. I knew the song, but it never occurred to me who sang it until you played it out at a party once.
Yes. I remember playing at Zapps back, like opening up for DLF or something.
Oh,
and I was surprised
like,
everybody was jamming to it. I was like, yes, they're receiving
we
this.
Ain't know. But I mean, and even if we did, it's still, I mean, still fly.
Yeah, the groove's going to get you.
And that was the best place for that too, because it was just heads, right? And
and they're open, cool.
God, I missed that.
No judgment.
No judgment, but I missed that so much. And Ray Parker Jr., I think it's kind of a bad rap, unfortunately.
Woman needs love just like you do. I mean, that's cool. I didn't like his like Ghostbusters and all that stuff. Honestly, I wasn't a fan in those days.
Neither was I.
Retro looking back, I could like appreciate it. You know, Jack and Jill Went Up the Hill. I don't know. It's nostalgic for me. But I was on. It was you got to include radio. So Ray Parker Jr. and radio.
True.
And then those instrumental beats like party,
so fly.
Something. But anyway, those synth bass lines and beats, just he had a little string of them back in the 80s, and that was the goal right there.
Have you ever seen his Unsung? So there's this television network called TV One. It's like a black television network. It's on cable. Yeah. But I think you can find it on YouTube.
Oh, I'm gonna find that.
They have this series called Unsung, and I learned so much about him. And then I felt bad because I turned my back on Ray Parker Jr. because of Ghostbusters too.
You lost me.
It was corny to me.
Yeah, well, he's making money, I guess.
And now that I see Unsung, and I'm like, that brother, he was doing stuff way before this.
Yes.
We should not be laying the blame on Ghostbusters. I mean, the man had some hits, and I felt awful after watching it. Like, Devoya, you're really judgment, right? And I do remember very clearly the dance floor was like stacked when you threw this on, and it never occurred to me that he even had the capacity to make us get up like that. Or it could be the DJ understanding that we needed some Ray Parker Jr. and radio in our lives too, quite honestly.
I remember my older cousin got the cassette from JC House of Records, and then we were just jamming it. And my mom's, I think she had a Cressida Toyota at the time, and we just be jamming out the speakers, boy. And it was like Zappa around the same time, more Bounce to the Ounce was out. So we were just jamming, just popping where we could. It was fun.
Man, you just all the memories right there. JMC House of Records
Yep,
has such a
JNC.
special place
Yes.
in my heart. I mean,
Oh man,
it
yes.
was
Go
my
get some
favorite
vinyl.
place to go as a
Man,
kid. You know,
yes.
everybody else wanted to go to Kmart or JC Penney's, all like my siblings.
Yeah.
Everybody had to pick somewhere to go. I was always JC House of Records from jump.
Yes, yes. That was my introduction right there. My cousin lived kind of by there, so he would walk over there. So he's the one who introduced me to it. So yeah, a lot of old school vinyl. Man, I wish I had all that stuff still
Me
too.
too. I used to always
all that history.
They had a cutout of Uncle Jam Wants You to Funk with
Oh dang, nice.
In the front.
Yeah.
And I remember being a little girl asking the owner, Juanita
yes,
Charles,
Juanita,
JSC,
yes.
how much would she take for that? And she would never. I mean, as I would grow older, I would still be like, what you gonna do with that? And
I wonder if all that stuff's still in a shed somewhere or a storage.
I would never leave it. It would be my she shed.
Yeah, man. Pop gun.
You already know.